Hi there, welcome to the Roycycled Creative Team. My name is Lexi Grenzer, and we're going to make one of these awesome wall hanging decor signs today. We're going to grab an old chair that has armrests, and we're going to cut those pieces apart to create something that looks like this L shape. And then we're going to go ahead and screw in 2 eye screws. To make the sign, we'll paint a sign that's roughly 16 by 12-ish, depending on whatever sign your L wall back bracket is going to be. So I'm going to take the Apothecary sign, but I'm not going to use it as is. I'm going to elongate this because I want there to be more bottles and pestle type of situation going on underneath. So I'm going to smooch that design to the very top of the sign, and I'm going to go ahead and add those pretty ornate corners on the corners of the picture first. And then I'm going to use Gilding Size by Amy Howard, and then I'm going to apply my gold leaf to create this really awesome old sign effect. When you take the actual stencil away, you're going to have milky gold size. It's going to be kind of milky in color. Let that dry completely so that it's more glossy but not milky anymore, and then you know you're ready for your gold leaf. Go ahead and cover all of your gold leaf stencil design with the sheets of gold leafing, and then with the brush you're just going to kind of scatter and remove any of the excess. I also took my sanding tool to the top of this because I wanted this to have a very distressed effect. I'm going to go ahead and grab the jars and bottles stencil, and I've cut mine up just so it's a little easier to use, but I want to truncate this jar so that it actually fits, because as of right now it's too tall. So I'm going to stencil the bottom of this, and then I'm basically just going to shorten the sides of the jar so that they all fit better within that smaller window. Once your jar is done, totally utilize that fabulous little label so that you can create your little labels on this jar. I'm also going to do the same thing with my tinier jar to the right. Using the typography, I'm going to go ahead and stencil the elixirs into this label, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the potions in the jar to the right. I love the functionality of these stencils, so we went ahead and did a bunch of different labels in this particular one, and I'm just going to hover this right over the typography to get just the right label to fit on top of that jar. So you can really mix and match all of these. This stencil is the bottles and beakers, and again, it's not just Halloween, it's fantastic all year. I fully plan to put little sprigs of flowers in there and lavender transfers, all kinds of gorgeous stuff in the spring. But just kind of think ahead in terms of like your full year. Lots of good use here. Again, I'm going to go ahead and grab more of that gilding size with a really detailed brush, and I'm just going to go in and start adding some really pretty little gold details. So in a lot of these old signs, it wasn't uncommon to see gold leafing on the labels, on the edge of the mortar and pestle, and pretty little filigree details on the front of jars as well. finish the sign off, I'm going to go ahead and drill a couple of holes and use leather drawer pulls and a couple of D-rings to loop over the sign and create the perfect hanging for our nice new sign. Enjoy!